Hi everybody, this is Elijah R. Young from Social Talk Live, and what I wanted to do is go over three things. Now this isn't completely comprehensive, but I did want to go over three things that you should look for in building a good fan page. I wanted to give a couple tips out there because a lot of times we as marketers, especially on a platform like Facebook, are missing out on a lot of opportunities. So the first page you see in front of you demonstrates my first point. It's called giving a unique experience. And I know a lot of us are marketers, a lot of us are consultants, retail. You know, we have tons of different types of businesses, but we all know that Facebook doesn't really give us a lot to work with the fan page. It's really up to us to ignite our fans and really get our fans engaged with us or interacting with us, whichever word you want to use. And someone that does this very well is Chanel Cooper Sykes. When you look at her page, it's not really graphically intensive. It's pretty basic, but the one difference Chanel does have from the rest of a lot of marketers is that her audience is engaged like crazy. So a lot of times she'll create motivational videos like the first post you see, and we'll get somewhere around 30 to 45 engagement points from her audience. She'll have motivational speeches or great quotes that her fans are looking for. Basically what she's done is she's able to understand what her audience is looking for and to provide just that. So when you look to Chanel as a good example of engagement and a good example of creating a unique experience, interacting with her back and forth on her page is something that can only happen here. So when you contrast this, you say, okay, this is good. What's bad? Here's an example from, I'm going to guess it's Damas Consulting Group. I don't know anything about this company, and if you own this page, I apologize. I'm not trying to call you out, but I did want to show that this is what most of our pages end up looking like. A very, very lonely page. Sure, this company has 264 people that like this page, but if I scroll down, there's nothing going on. I saw 1 like, 2 likes, but now we're all the way back to September before I see the third, or I'm sorry, August before I see the third engagement point. Whatever this company is doing, their audience is not responding to it, and the problem isn't there because a lot of us know that as marketers we're wrong at least once. But the problem is they're not adjusting, they're not changing. So they have these 264 people that like the page, but we think that liking the page is the point, and it's really not. If there's no engagement on this wall, or if there's no engagement in the discussion area, then we're really losing, and we're just kind of another ad out there. So when you look at Chanel's page and you see the engagement, you see the unique activity here, and then you look at the Damas group, you see that there's a huge difference. And understand, whatever you do, you've got to get your people active instead of just having them as passive pictures on your left-hand sidebar. Now that's a unique experience. The second thing I want to show you is a welcome tab. Now the two companies that I showed you before, they just have the basic Facebook pages. Now I'm going to show you a great welcome tab, Jones Soda. And what's so great about this tab is this is the first thing you see. Even before you like the page, this is the first impression you get of Jones. And just the pure amount of things you can do on this page is uncanny. You've got the pictures, you can submit photos, you can customize a Jones wrapper with your own photo. You see the tweets, they have a video down here. This welcome tab gives you a great impression of what kind of brand Jones is. Now, when you first come to Jones, I'm going to actually refresh here and show you. They use something like a fake reveal tab. A lot of these tabs, when it's grayed out, you'll have to click like to get it, but this is a flash file, so you just have to click it itself. I'm going to contrast this, which is a great welcome tab. There's a call to action that's more than just click like, right? You can customize your photo, you can submit your own photos. Jones is more of a culture than a beverage, and they show that exactly when you look at their wall and look at how they're engaging. Everyone's talking about how amazing Jones Soda is. So I mean, this is kind of like the apex of what you want. The community has taken over, and Jones is now just monitoring and interacting. When you look at this page here, left lane drivers of America, we're on the welcome tab, but I don't really know what's going on. It says, does this guy have a point? Which guy? I don't see any guys here. Can't see the video. Click like above. So the idea is okay. The idea of getting someone to click like before they even start your pitch is great, but this is misexecuted. Here it says Left Lane Drivers of America, that sounds like it's pro left lane drivers, but now it's at the bottom saying let's help take back the left lane. If I highlight this area, I see there's a video here, right? So let's see what happens when I click like. Actually, I'm not going to click it. A lot of people won't because it's just empty. It looks like it wants my friend's information. It's not something that's calling me to do anything except hit the like button, and there's no real push to do so. Contrast that to this page where you see that there's something back there that you want to interact with, and it's very clear that there's something back there, but it says, hey, if you click like, here's what you're going to get. It's kind of like teasing them a little bit. So this is a little bit better of an execution of a reveal tab. So when you would click the like button, you would get access to this. A lot of times, the reason I'm harping on this is a lot of times we worry about this like button too much, and it's really insignificant. The like button helps Facebook target ads to consumers. So depending on which like button your customers click, that's what will determine what type of ads they'll see on the right hand of the page. It has no being or no bearing on you or your brand, which is why you see a lot of pages with tons of people that like it but no activity. Nothing starts for you until you get that first interaction point. So that's what I mean with a bad example of a welcome tab. If it's all about the like, it's really not going to help you at all. You need not only a like but a call to action to do something next, whether it's download a report, but more importantly, you want them to interact with the page, because a lot of people will they will click like and then never come back to the page. I think it's like 90% of Facebook fans never come back to the page after they liked it. So that's it for the welcome tab. Finally, I want to give you an idea of what's good for a profile graphic. So here we have a company, Women in Consulting. They've got a welcome tab. They've got a nice video here. And this is actually, let me play this a little bit. This is actually the reason I don't like YouTube, because when oh, never mind. Okay, I broke it. Well, never mind. I don't like it because if I ever touch the video, like it blocks some of what I'm trying to see. It puts those black things on the side if it's not formatted correctly. It's got this toolbar, so I'm not seeing as much video as I like, but that's not what this is about. This is about the profile graphic. A lot of us as businesses, our ego takes over and we put our logo right here. Now, I don't know who Women in Consulting is. I've never heard of them, and I would submit that a lot of people haven't heard of them. If you're Coca-Cola, you can put your logo there. People know exactly who it is. If you're Pepsi, people know your logo. Women in Consulting, I don't know where this company is. Let's find out. Wherever they are, they're founded in '98. I still don't know where they are. It's not enough information for me to make an emotional decision to like the page. So here's that example I gave you earlier. They say click the like button to join the community. So let's see if this profile graphic and this welcome tab help them create a community. The first thing I see is this lady Deborah posted. She said, come look at my blog. Okay, well, maybe that's getting involved. And then you scroll down a little bit, not a lot of interaction. And scroll down a little bit more, a young lady named Michelle. Anyone interested in joining a completely different group that has nothing to do with this one? So at this point, the page is, I guess it's being acted upon, but not really in the way that it was supposed to be. You see, the point I make about the profile graphic is you have an opportunity to tell people who you are and what they should expect from this page. You also have an opportunity to give them a clear call to action. And I'll use the page for Social Media Examiner as an example. When you see this, no matter if you just got to this wall, no matter where you came from, you see it, Social Media Examiner. Here's the tagline, your guide to the jungle. And what do? Helping businesses discover how to best use social media. When you look at who's posting here, guess what? People are asking questions on how to best use social media. And it's very simple. It's a 200 by 600 graphic. It gives you all the information you need to get started and know what you're supposed to be doing here instead of just existing. So that's about 9 minutes. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for listening to 3 quick ways, well, maybe not so quick, of how you can really utilize your fan page in a better way than just letting it sit and be an ad piece for your brand. Once again, I'm Elijah Young from Social Talk Live, and we'll talk later.